G'day, Steve Morgan here, Australian Bass Tournaments. We say that sponsor karma is a big thing in ABT events. And so these guys were a big chance to win the Mustad sponsored round of the ABT Zerek BARRA Tour at Kinchen Dam. Jeremy, Cord, you didn't even know you'd won when you came in, but you were part of that massive fish fest at Kinchen Dam where everyone absolutely slayed them. Jeremy, you were the one that first reacted to me when I said, looks like you've won it. You're like, no.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when you just casually said, oh, you guys did all right. I said, yeah, no, we got a few. And then you just deadpan said, no, you're number one. I'm going, you know what I said. Yeah. But, yeah, anyway, Nicole confirmed it. And then obviously there was a bit going on with the app that night. So we kind of had it in the back of our head. Yeah. But back in the boat down, got caught up on the trailer there. And when I hopped out of the car and we started rigging up, the face that he had on was just priceless. Like, have you heard? I'm going, yeah. So we were excited. Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many comps you've done, mate. There is something special about it all coming together on the night, and especially on a night where you stepped up, you kicked a little bit more money in on behalf of Mustad, and then the fish gods looked after you.
Yeah, it's crazy how it works like that, isn't it? Like I guess sometimes in fishing it's all meant to be, but and Kinchen is a bit of a lucky draw in a sense that the one who gets the big bites. But you can help yourself along the way. But look, we drew number 2 on the key tag. We had a good pre-fish.
You knew where you were going?
Yeah, knew where we were going, made a beeline. It was a race, and obviously I had the slower boat. So, but in the end, in our pre-fish, we'd worked out a lure that caught the bigger fish for us that night. So that's what we had tied on, and that was always going to be our plan, Yeah. So yeah, it was. It all sort of came together, didn't it?
Let's go through your plan for the night. It was to put a limit in the boat and then go to the upgrades. We'll talk about the upgrade lure in a while, but take us through. This is the lure that everyone wants to get their hands on. Tell us what it is and how you used it at Kinchen.
Well, Morgo, yeah, this is the new Flat Shad X. So this one's in the jig head configuration. It's 140 mil. What's the cast weight on it?
Because it's thermoplastic, it floats a little bit higher, so you've got a bit heavier weight. So it's actually 58 grams, but kind of equivalent to 30 grams if you're talking about a normal PVC plastic. So.
Yep. And how have you got it rigged? You've got I hope they're Mustad hooks you got on there.
Absolutely. It's a standard outfit I use in a lot of my barra fishing. So it's the 7 foot 6 kilo venom rod, the Combat 200 plus, and 30 pound Wilson XL braid. Oh, we're using the fluorocarbon from Wilson's too.
Yep. Yeah. So it basically is nearly 100% Wilson's outfit right there.
Yeah, pretty much. So the way we work these, Morgo, is just a dead slow wind. It was nothing special. Just get her in there. You knew where our towers were, and just if you can just glance them a bit, and as soon as they come off the weed, got the bite.
How many fish did you guys catch for the night?
13 in total. We might have jumped off half of that again.
Yep. Yeah. So a good night. If you ever want to go and catch a lot of fish, Kinchen is a place to do it. Cord, take us through the upgrade strategy, because you did mention before you went out, it's like, I'm going to throw the big upgrade lure when we get out there. And what is it and how do you fish it?
Yeah, well, we thought we'd get to 5 and throw an upgrade lure. And I did talk to you about that, what we were going to do. But we wanted to get to 10. But luckily our fish seemed to be, so I did a bit of math before this for the interview, and 83% of our fish were over 90. So
catching big ones.
So we were catching bigger ones, not as many as some others. Some of the boys got 20 odd, but we noticed that all ours were in the 80s, and we only got 380. So we got and so what I thought is when we got to 10, we had them all over 97, 96, I think. So I was like, right, out it comes. So and
what is it?
So it's the Zerek Affinity swim bait. So it's a multi-jointed one. It comes with a weight, but I took the weight off it because there was quite a high weed tower behind us. And I knew I wanted that lure just subsurface, so I kept enough. Now, there was no special retrieve. They work really well on the slow wind. So,
so nice S sort of action.
Yeah, that's it. So you can pause them, but I sort of got a bit of a help from the Tinaroo boys. I've got to say, young David and Frankie use these things there. And quizzed them when we were at Tinaroo. As it is, it's sharing. That's what ABT is all about. And, the boys said, nah, just a straight retrieve. So I kept it the same speed that we were wanting the Flat Shad X, and it looked really good in the water. So we just persisted in throwing it out there. And, it was, honestly, it was a bite. Like, we were chasing that one big bite. Someone gets it, someone wins the comp. But it was a bite for the ages. It literally belted it off the surface and straight away up and just about hooked it in midair. And we knew it was the one. We didn't know we'd won because we weren't looking, but we knew it was what we needed, and it was a lot bigger than a lot of the other fish caught, you know, so
Well, I tell you what, they're a great lure for flathead, the old Affinities, and now the Barra guys are going to have one in their box again, aren't they? They're going to have it.
Well, I think it is. I think it is a little bit of a Barra sleeper, this one, because, the other boys have been catching some big fish on it. And look, it was pretty special to come here and use your own gear for most things. 99% of what we use is our own gear. And, we took out a round and, it was one of those where it is a bit of a lottery, but we managed to use our gear to take out the bigger ones amongst that. So, look, it was really cool, Steve.
Yeah, we couldn't write a better script for it. These guys are great. They support the tour. They make it happen. And that's how they got it done on Kinchant Dam.